I know you guys have been really sweet to come here on Sunday. I just want to deliver value in the quickest way possible, because everyone wants a Sunday which should be different from the entire week. So let's just do this. So hey, for all those thinking, who is the person behind the voice? So this is me, okay, and I'm running a digital agency with my partner Amzal. And the idea is very simple. We love marketing, and we love, you can say, combining marketing with technology. And that's where Singularity has come into the picture. Our background has been more into the visual communication side of things. So, be it animation or video, that's where my forte lies. From there, I have jumped into marketing, and it's been a crazy ride. So I was kind of involved in marketing, you can say, before even I knew okay, what exactly is marketing. And now I'm more interested in what's happening, how are the decisions made, how a certain video comes to life, not from the aspect of just purely production, but even way before that. Where is the need of that video in the whole marketing funnel, right? So that's where we are right now, going through a lot of these new journeys, and this medium is just purely to share that knowledge. Okay, if you guys don't recognize yourself, you guys are somewhere here in the picture. So this is the audience who I'm imagining right now. Okay, so a few things before we start. I wanted to understand. Do you guys know what is an advert? Okay, any guesses on that? What is an advert, or what is an advertisement? Anyone who wants to take a guess can raise their hand or something, and I can give them the time to talk. Okay. Amay. Hi, Amay.
Hi, Jit. Good morning.
Morning. Good morning.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so
So
what the advertisement which I am thinking about is to be like promoting your brand, service, or products, whatever your company or you're providing.
perfect. Right. Thanks a lot, Amay, for that. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
So what Amay is saying is correct. It's perfect, right? That's how we all know of advert or advertisements. I just want to bring to your notice one picture, which is this. Now, you must be thinking why this is a. I'm talking about advertisement, but I'm showing you a building. The idea of this building is it's a inverted pyramid. Okay, and pyramids normally are something like this, right? And this building is the inverted form of that. Now, we need to understand when we do a Google search of advert, okay, and we go down. So, first synonym which we get is obviously, or the meaning which we get is an advertisement. But when we go down and we see over here, there is something which is given the Latin meaning of it, right? And advert basically means turn towards. Okay, the original sense was turn one's attention to, later bring to someone's attention. So that's the idea of an advert. We need to understand language is, a crazy way in which you can understand all of these things at the foundational level. Now, invert means ulta, to turn upside down. Okay, we have revert, which is basically going back. Okay, so that's where back to the future. So you're going, once you say you're going back, that is revert. Like we normally use it in practice when we say, I will revert to you in 2 days, or I will come back to you, right? So that's what revert means. Invert means turning it upside down, revert means going back. And what an advert means, okay, over here you can see this, it means turn attention towards. Okay, And if you see, there is a, term which we use, which is adverse also, which is basically turning attentions towards the negative or opposite. Okay. Now, why this is so important is, or why I want to start this conversation here is, if you understand the basic nature of an advert, it is just to turn someone's attention. It is just to make someone stop when they are doing something. So imagine all your billboards, imagine all your ads which come on TV or radio. Happens is, in a on a TV, when you see a soap opera, okay, when you see a series like maybe Bold and the Beautiful, or you see something even as crazy as Kyuki Saas Bhi Kabhi Bahu Thi, in between of it, there are every 5 to 8 minutes ke baad, there is a break for ads. Okay. Now, this break for ads is known basically as, if your show is during the prime time was earlier considered to be 8 to 10 p.m. in the night. Okay. So that time, why it was known as prime time? Because that was the maximum number of attendees who used to see the television. That means the attention of the people was genuinely at that point. So it made sense to show an advertisement at that point. Okay. Similarly, when we are going on the road, and imagine if there is a road to your village versus a road to a highway, which is maybe like, a BKC ka highway or something. Where do you think the billboards are going to be? Okay. Village or the city road? Where do you think the billboards will be? If you guys can answer this, okay, just write city or village in the chat. Where do you think it makes sense to put an ad up to a village that has maybe a population of 5 to 20,000 people, or in a city which has maybe a population of more than a crore? It obviously makes sense to put an ad in the city, and Neville, Roshni, and Vikrant also, have answered on the same line. And that's the whole idea. The attention is in the city. The You can even say, from a demographic standpoint, people would buy more in the city because they are consumers, they have the spending power. Okay. In a village, there are logistical issues. People might have the spending power. Okay. Sometimes people in the villages might have greater spending power than someone in the city, but still logistics is a big issue. So that's where the whole idea comes in. The maximum number of people, if I can shout at the loudest to a maximum number of people or a good number of people, I will get some hit somewhere in my business. I will basically get someone's attention who will make a purchase. And that's how ads are. Today, the attention which we have is on social media. Today, the attention we have is on YouTube. Today, the attention we have is on WhatsApp. So that's why these forms of marketing or these forms of advertising are really important, right? So, and I personally love this ad. This is a very early on ad of dairy milk, and if you draw your attention towards what it does, right? Okay, and this is what the original logo of dairy milk is. You guys, have not realized it. If you search dairy milk, and if you see the logo, right, this is the logo which we are seeing out here. And the idea behind this ad was to promote Cadbury's Dairy Milk chocolate as a substitute for milk, which is crazy. 1.5 glasses of English full cream milk in every half pound, or I don't know, every, yeah. So this is the idea which we need to understand, and this is the basic ad. Today, ads have not changed much, but there are a lot more products and there are a lot more marketers. And down the line, what has happened is people have forgotten the way in which you can actually run a ad campaign. So basically the idea of ad is nothing else but it's not an ad campaign, it's ad cocaine. Okay, ads purely today work on this principle of cocaine. That is, if you get someone to try, if you guys don't know this about drugs, what happens in drugs is the drug peddler will give you your first stock for free. Okay, they will make you habitual to something, and then they will start pushing it. And it's the same principle. Do not get do not think, "Arey, why am I talking about cocaine?" Because this is where our culture is today. When you go to a McDonald's does the same thing. McDonald's is selling you burgers, but the burgers are more or less the same. But it's going on making you, they use certain ingredients which develop your taste palette in a certain way, which train your gut bacteria, and then the cravings come, and then you want a McDonald's burger. Maybe right now, when I'm talking about a McDonald's burger, someone out of you guys might also order it in the next 2 or 3 days, or maybe today. I don't know. And that's how it works. Okay, so we have all basically become Pavlovian dogs who are salivating at the ringing of the bell. Okay, now when I was saying how to basically create an ad campaign or how to create an ad cocaine, the idea is very simple. Okay? And this is the formula for ads. And this is the number one thing which I would want you guys to pay attention to. Okay. Because this is, if you guys understand this, then you guys will be able to, plan for ads. You guys will be able to write for ads and do anything when it comes to advertising. So the first idea is of a campaign. We need to get attention. So awareness is what where the game is. Now, I have been talking about this. So let's just see the ad funnel. If I search, why I'm doing a Google search and all, I want to show you guys that this all content is available out there. It's nothing. It's not my own. I'm not building these theories up in my head. This information is out there for everyone to actually use wherever you want it. So this is the ad funnel. And the simple ad funnel basically is, it starts from, this is the ad funnel. And this is where, if you see the top funnel, it has the most amount of volume. Okay. In terms of width, this is the most amount of width. The bottom part, as you go down, it becomes, you can say, smaller and smaller in volume. Now, why that happens or why we need it that way? It's the same case with when you are trying to fill oil in a bottle, okay, from a bigger bottle or something. We That's where we use the funnel. Why we use the funnel? The funnel is used to redirect or to direct the flow of oil. Similarly, the ad funnel is to direct the flow of people from visitors to customers. So from awareness to conversion. Okay. Now, in the awareness state, what we need to understand is we need to gather as many people as possible. So this is your, you can say, city versus village question. In the awareness state, you want to hit as big as possible. You want to go as bold as possible, because then there will be a lot of attention to your campaign. And that is what intrusiveness is. Okay. The second part which you need to do is you need to offer something. You need to offer something which is unbelievable. You need to become like the cocaine dealer and give something for free. Now, this is what is happening everywhere, right? If you go to a gym for a membership, okay, you walk into a gym and you ask them, you just go to check it out, just go to window shop, okay, they will give you a free trial. A free 3-day trial is what you can get in a gym. If you're good at negotiation, you might get a free week's trial. Okay. And if you get that trial, the idea is that they are allowing you to access the gym. You can say, enjoy the gym, get to feel how it will be to work out over there. get a feel of how the members are, and then based on that, you will be able to move on to the third step, which is logic. When you go out there, okay, the first free week, you will be handled by the staff and the manager and the trainer very amazingly. They will give you all the attention. They will add supporting evidence to make you believe that this gym is for you. Okay, they will show you success stories. They will talk about, you see that member, he was here a few months back. Look at his progress right now. She lost so much weight, and that's how they will add logic to this whole thing. Then when you come towards the end, they will create an urgency by giving you an offer which will be limited. Each and every gym has a monthly offer, okay, every month. But when you go there, because you're not going to go there every month, right, to just visit them and ask them, hey, what's your offer? And they know this. So when a person makes the decision to go there, they have an urgency offer always. They will tell you, sir, संडे तक साइन अप कर लीजिए, वरना जो है ऑफर खत्म हो जाएगा. अभी आपको अभी अगर आप ज्वाइन करेंगे, like right now there is a unlock happening, there are gyms opening up. If you go to the gym right now, they will give you a crazy ass offer. This is the right time to join a gym. Okay, and the other thing which they will do is frequency. If they are smart, they will even call you up. Okay, they might give you a different offer. So the receptionist will call you, the trainer will talk to you. Okay, and if you are on their WhatsApp group or something, they will send you a message. I'm not involving social media because this is an offline engagement. But if they are smart, really smart, they will target you on social media as well. So this is ad cocaine. And this simple formula is all you need to create an ad campaign. Okay. Now let's move on to the next thing, which is secrets of copywriting. Now there are features and benefits. We always talk about features and benefits, and we always say, um, features are something what the product has. Okay, benefits are basically what the product is going to deliver. Okay, benefits are not direct at times; they might be indirect. So, my favorite example is if a person is okay. So, benefits are basically what the customer will enjoy at the end of it. So in front of us is a very simple thing. Okay, features: it reduces dark circles. This is what the product does. Okay, this is a cosmetic product. The benefit is you will be more attractive and you will feel more confident. Okay, so here there is a secret, okay, which I would like to share. The secret is, you know when you think of any product as a copywriter, or a website also for that case, there is a page which people write, which is an about page. Okay, now the about page is about what the company does. Okay, or why it has been, why it functions the way it functions. It's talking more about the company. Features is that it is about the product. Okay, the benefits is it is about the about. Okay, just try to get this in your mind. When I ask you, hey, what does this product do, you will tell me this product does this. It reduces dark circles. Okay, and it's about the product. You're telling me something, and which is great. But because it reduces dark circles, okay, because it reduces dark circles, you will be more attractive. So the benefit is always explaining what the feature is doing. Okay. So benefit is the result of the feature which the customer will enjoy. The advantage, okay, advantage sits in the middle, which is ये feature के वजह से this happens. Okay. Reduces dark circles, makes me look younger. I am more attractive. I am more confident. The second part is it comes in easy to use home care kit. So it's easy to use. It's like, I can just use it by myself. I don't need any expert around me. That's the advantage. The benefit is it's like a facelift in a jar in the comfort and privacy of your own home. Okay. So again, what we are doing is feature is what the product does. Advantage is what it results in. Benefit is matching both of them and putting it out there. Okay. So this is where we need to understand. And if you understand, and the crazy part about this is this framework is called the FAB framework, FAB. Okay. Now, why am I talking about this? The idea is whenever you are talking to your customers or to prospective customers, you will need to make an ad which is more on the benefit side of things because it appeals to the human perception more versus the feature side of things. Because think of it, Apple, Samsung, two mobile brands. Samsung always has better hardware than Apple. Okay, Samsung always has better hardware. Better is other, I would say, powerful hardware than Apple. But what happens with Apple is Apple the entire design philosophy goes the software and the hardware should be created in a way that it's compatible to each other. And that's why even if the numbers of the hardware don't add up, so if an iPhone with 2 GB or 3 GB RAM is competing with a 6 GB RAM, maybe Samsung phone, still Apple gives better performance. Okay, because the hardware and software are kind of compatible to each other. Okay, now this is where what happens if Apple was going into the feature war, wherein it would have said, you know what, I have 2 GB RAM and Samsung is saying 6 GB RAM. Obviously, Samsung is the winner out there. So what Apple did, and that is beautiful, Apple went in a benefit kind of a situation. They just talk about benefits. They say this is they have created their own terms for these things, right? There is the whole retina display. It is a proven fact that retina display, which is a Apple coined keyword or a benefit, is actually not a technical thing. Okay, and it's just coined so that it sounds uber cool and people feel they have the retina display, so they will go along and Apple fanboys will tell Samsung people or Android guys, dude, I have retina display. What are you using? OLED. And today the nature of the whole beast is Apple has actually come up with the OLED screen, right? So this you will understand only if you go way deeper into the product side of things. And that's where I'm saying key benefits are something which we need to focus on as advertisers. Okay, now we need to grab attention. So that's my second part, which is to build awareness we need to grab attention. Now, so when we search for awareness ads, okay, when I say attention, I'm talking about awareness. So when we search for awareness ads, it's good to look at some live example. So this is an ad for men. Immediately, it's a makeup brand and it's talking to women actually, but they have written in bold, this is an ad for men. The idea is they are trying to talk about, women getting hired in leadership roles, and they are trying to communicate to women who are their customers as well as their prospective buyers that, dude, this is an ad for men, hire more women in leadership roles. Okay, so this is creating that awareness. Let's look at this. This is again one more thing, like the can someone explain this ad to me? This is a very crazy ad actually. Can you guys think of what exactly is this ad for? Hey Neville, good morning.
Good morning. Am I audible?
Yes, perfectly.
What I can understand by this ad, Jeet, is that basically there could be a sole of the shoe that is missing, and they have converted into a sandal, which would be a lot more comfortable when the females wear it.
Okay, but so this ad is by IKEA.
IKA,
IKEA, yeah,
IKEA.
yeah. So why would they talk about what you were saying about, right?
The shoe, I mean, you mostly the sandals that they wear or the heels, they don't come with a proper grip, so they might sort of twist and turn the ankle. So this
No,
would
no,
be basically
re,
supporting that.
no, no. Read the copy on the left.
Four compartments since the cabinet, shoe
No,
cabinet,
only the first one. Need space. That's it.
each space. Yeah,
That's
so
the whole agenda of this
right.
ad.
This would be like basically when the toes fit in the forward part, they get cramped. So this would the shoe would give them a much more comfort space. Also, if you see, it's almost covering the ankles. So
No,
another
no, no.
advantage.
The idea over here is very simple. Imagine, so uh, normally men also are kind of into shoes, but women, based on their social life, they have to have a lot more shoes than men.
Man.
Okay, so that's where if they would have heels, they would have multiple color may heels. Second part is they would have multiple other shoes also. So imagine a lady in who has this problem, and I think most women suffer from this problem, that they buy too many shoes and they don't have the space to keep it. So what you need to then start doing is you start, so IKEA is just showing you, do you store your shoes like this? Okay,
Mhm.
are you using one shoe to store another shoe to save space? So the idea is basically, do you need space? Use this. Okay.
Mhm.
So uh, I'll thanks a lot for your input. I will come back.
Mhm.
So the idea is, so yeah, Karishma has written it's about more storage space. Correct. Now, see, the beauty part of this is what Neville was talking about was also on the right track. Okay, but maybe it will. So the image is so powerful that it might give you a lot more ideas than what it is. What Karishma has also written, to put yourself in someone's shoes. That's a beautiful idea. Okay. Now, the whole fact is awareness is created only by bold imagery. Okay. Let's look at some other example. This is crazy. So this is, I think, very easily understandable. Basically, Sony is trying to promote the earplugs, and that's where you hear, the classics or the newer generation of music, and they have put in Mozart out here. So they are like, you can experience Mozart through our earplugs, which is crazy, right? This one is again very simple. The idea is keep they have got very powerful speakers, so they are showing punching, they're showing boxing gloves along with it. Similarly, this is a phone banking or online banking solution, and they have made the phone into a seat, so comfortable banking as at your seat. So the whole idea why I'm showing you these things is, again, the same idea, but in a different way. This is about, again, online banking. The whole idea which I'm trying to make is you need to think strong. Okay, your thought should be so clear that it evokes that response, that Karishma or Neville can come up with these kind of ideas. So if you guys can create that kind of a writing, then it will be really powerful. So the idea which I want to discuss is, in a ad agency, okay, there is a creative department, and the idea of a creative department is to basically, creative department is divided into two: copy and creators. So copy is where the whole writing takes place, and creatives is where you can say the artwork takes place, or you can say copy and art, and copy and art together from the creative department. So copy ka head will be a senior copywriter, okay, and the guy who is leading the art department is called the art director. On top of these two, there is the creative director. Okay. Now the creative director, his idea is to think the bold thought. The copy guy will come and he'll put words to that thought, and the visual guy will come and he'll put the visual, and that's how an ad is made. If you guys want to check this out, I would recommend seeing the series Mad Men, wherein you will be able to see the structure and you will be able to make this connection. So grabbing attention, that's number one part of it. So this is only about the secret which I'm talking about of copywriting is you need to think strong, you need to think loud, you need to think broad. Again, why broad? Because this is top of the funnel awareness. The second part to this is we come down, okay, we come down to our funnel. So this is our funnel. If you see over here, awareness is all about content promotion. Consideration is about messaging and signups. So messaging and signups will only happen if someone is considering your solution. Okay. So someone has moved from top to bottom, so to middle is where that will happen. Now during consideration, the result which you want is you want people to sign up with you. Okay, or you want people to message you and ask you about something. So basically this is where the doubt comes in. This is where people's minds start running about. People might be thinking of comparing 2 3 solutions. Okay, now this is where in your brand you need to come up with more specific details, and numbers are crazy. If you can give specific numbers, okay, to something, it is going to help you. Like, let's say with this whole pandemic situation, what we saw is specific numbers coming up like this. Initially we were all latched onto this, and every day morning I would just wake up, I would do a Google search, corona Mumbai, corona India, and I would see, okay, these many people have gotten infected and all, and now that number is kind of like a joke, because now it's been like 4 5 months and we have had enough of this shit. So this is where we need to understand that numbers are really powerful. During the consideration stage, if you can give some numbers, it is going to be really useful. The third part to this is you always need to invoke a self-interest. Okay, in the movie Jab We Met, me Geet talks about मैं अपनी favorite हूँ. Okay, and this is the whole thing. Each and every customer is this. A guy, so if there's a guy, मैं तो अपना favorite हूँ. What's in it for me? Everyone is thinking. This is the base layer thought. This thought does not come from anything else. It comes from standard evolution. Okay, because we are all about survival, we are all about self-interest. So we need to start thinking as a brand, how can I invoke that self-interest? Okay, so to show you guys something, let's look at some ads around the world, and this will be more clear. So do you guys know, you can see all the ads which are running by a brand on Facebook right whenever you want. There's a whole access to Facebook ad library which you have. So I can see what is being run by Shaman Wheels for Mercedes, what is happening in Rummy Circle, what is happening in IKEA around the world. So IKEA around UK, if you see right now, and why this is important is this is important to understand the whole funnel psychology. In UK right now, these ads are running, wherein it's like, do you own or work in a small business? Discover unique services, employee benefits, and knowledge sharing. So basically, these are awareness-based campaigns which are being run just to understand and identify the customer. During the pandemic, a lot of businesses have lost their orientation. People are confused whether people will buy. People are confused what are people buying. So many of these businesses have started work from home solution. Now this is where IKEA in UK is running this ad, and it's so crazy because if we look at it, do you own or work in a small business? Discover unique services, okay, employee benefits and knowledge sharing. So this is first of all targeted. It's using the word you. It is talking to someone who is owning a business, okay, a small business, not a big business, or someone, an employee who is working in a small business. So they have got their audience set and they just want to talk to them. And the problem today is everyone has a cash flow situation. So if you see this ad, okay, wherein they are writing, discover a range of unique services, 90-day delayed payment and micro loans. Cash crunch is the issue, and they have come up with this solution. So this is a consideration ad also. Okay, this is where they are talking. They know their client. So this is not this ad is somewhere maybe in the awareness space little bit, but I would also put this. I would put all of these things in consideration stage because they know who their customer is. In awareness, I don't know my customer. I'm just hitting like a shot in the dark. I can target them, but it's more like I'm trying to reach out to them and seeing what awareness will work. So if there is a sentiment of the pandemic, can I use the pandemic as a campaign to reach out to customers? That's what awareness would be. And this is consideration because they know their customer and they are giving them something. So they are trying to say, you know, there are unique services we have. There are design consultations we do. We give discounts. And they are not talking about numbers. They are just saying कि हम लोग कुछ तो करेंगे. And they are talking about 90-day delayed payment हो सकता है. Okay. Similarly, if I just search for India, okay. So as you can see on top, I'm seeing this bar wherein I can see around the world what's happening. How did I reach there? Let's just go. So we go to Facebook. Okay, go to any Facebook, search for IKEA, and go to the IKEA page. It will take you to IKEA India, and just click on page transparency. And if you come down, you say go to ad library. Now, India, mein, what are the ads which are running? India, mein, these ads are running. India, you need to understand, it's a price sensitive nation. So IKEA stuff, if they give the right price, they know people will buy. So there are offers which are running. Then there are these things, which is again the pandemic idea, which is you can say creating workspace at home. This is about a healthy home. This is also about a healthy home. So they are running a campaign, make every day brighter, and they are just so these are purely these three are awareness ads. Okay, these three ads which are on top, these are your decision making ads. Because why I'm saying decision making, it's a decision making ad which is in the bottom side of the funnel. Okay, over here, it's a conversion ad. It is for sales. Okay. Now, when I say sales, this is also just to make someone a customer. You need to understand one part. When you make someone buy something for even a small amount, okay. When you make someone buy, sorry, when you make someone buy something even for a small amount, they will become your customers going ahead. They will buy from you. It's a standard idea is if someone buys from you once, they have a 80% or 70% chance of buying from you the next time. If they buy from you twice, there's a 85% chance they will buy from you again. And if they buy from you thrice, then up to 97% of the times they will buy from you. Okay. Now that's why a conversion is very important, and these are bottom of the funnel ads. If you see, Neville has shared something. Let's open that. Fight against Kerala launch break the chain. This is a pandemic thing. Neville, can you explain to us like what's your thought on this?
Ajit, am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Yeah, this is basically like the Kerala was the first country in India who had launched this thing, like how to break about it. That's basically how they raised the awareness, how they could fight the coronavirus against the
Right,
pandemic that were there.
right, right,
And if you see, there are various images over there. There's one more that I can send you. You can just check that out. Like this would be basically for the discounts that you are talking about.
right.
I'll just send it across to you.
Okay. Send it. I will open that. Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks. Thank you. So, guys, as Neville is also showing in terms of this, there are awareness campaigns which are being launched, like Kerala launched it when it came to Corona. So similarly, like there are multiple things which are happening. Now, why I want you guys to do this, which is go through the Facebook library, because the second part, which or the next part of our discussion, which we are doing right now, is ads across the funnel. So these are bottom of the funnel ads, which are decision making. How you can identify a decision making ad? The idea will be they will ask you to make a decision. The decision here is shop now. Okay. If you see an awareness ad would mainly be an ad which will just be a video or maybe a mostly right now nowadays brands are using video because video has the highest amount of reach, but it can also be an image, and in the image the brand will just try to communicate a big idea to you. Okay, this would be similar to what I showed you of IKEA, the shoe example. Okay, and as we come down, you can see more decision making ads in India. Now we need to understand IKEA as a brand has come to India. They are also trying to understand what is the right price point. So all of these are super cheap at this moment, and they are giving a crazy discount also. They are trying to see what product is going to work. So you will see many ads at this moment. So Diwali has still not, it's still little far, but still they are talking about diyas and all these things. They're trying to run as many ads as possible. So these are the ads by IKEA which are being run right now. Okay. Similarly, if we look at something as simple as Mercedes, Mercedes is so this is not the official Mercedes page. This is the page of a dealer. The dealer is Shaman Motors. Now the dealer has certain ideas. So one part over here, this was launched in July, and the whole idea in July was pay 25% of your service bill for the next 3 years, or avail 6 month interest-free EMI for your service package. Now the idea was dealerships as well as these kind of businesses, they run campaigns. They run campaigns of their promotions as well as getting customers or retaining customers. This is a retention based campaign wherein they during the month of July, again, understand, people are at home. Okay, unlock has happened in the month of July, but still people are afraid to go out and all those things. So this is where they are trying to show ki if you spend today, we will give you and pay just 25%, and we will move you up on the service plan, wherein you can save 30% benefit. Okay, then save approx 50,000. These are all benefits. And at that time, if you think during the pandemic, the money part of it, the cash crunch which is there, so a lot of these companies which are based on high end markets are talking about saving money. So Mercedes, it's a premium car, and they are talking about saving money on your service, which is a great offer. Similarly, when you come here, 5 reasons why you should prefer Sherman Wheels Mercedes Authorized. So this is just an awareness campaign which they are doing. I don't think, I don't know how it would be performing for them, because few things. These are you can say foreigners in the ad. If they would have done a photo shoot, they would have had an Indian person an Indian owner standing there. It would have made more sense, is what I feel. Okay. Similarly, they are also talking about pre-owned luxury cars. This ad right now, how much it will work, I am doubtful because of the business which they are in and what people are spending today. So similarly, there are this, but these kind of companies, they have got a budget to spend, and they need to show their numbers, and this is why right now also they are actively promoting these few ads. So I hope the funnel is clear, because the whole idea for me to explain to you or to show you live these ads was to kind of showcase this funnel, which is awareness, consideration, and decision. Now, ads also, again, this is for writing. You need to write the copy. You need to use the word new in it. New is something which triggers a very humane response, wherein people try to make sense of it. What is this? Is this for me? These kind of things. Can you showcase? So Amay is talking about showcase some ads by startups. Yes, we can do that. So that's a good point. So right now I'm doing some research in the education space, ed tech space. Let's see what's happening here. So recently, White Hat Junior was, you can say, the deal went through with Byju's, and Byju's has actually bought them off. So it will be interesting to what they are doing right now. So White Hat Junior is a startup, and it's a crazy startup because they teach coding to kids. And in the last 11 to 12 months, they have scaled their business from at an unbelievable rate, and that's how they were bought by Byju's for a good amount. Okay, the whole idea over here is their main, you can say, target audience is parents. Now, this is where in the education space it's kind of interesting and challenging. Your ad is, you cannot target on Facebook or Instagram kids who are smaller than 18 years old. And these programs are normally for 8 to 16 or 6 to 14 years old, if you see. Okay. Now, when you are saying this age, you cannot target the child, you have to target the parent. So these all ads, and this is the classic case of, um, you can say, they say about dog food or cat food. Ki cat food producers or cat food, you can say, manufacturers, their audience is not cats. Their audience is the owners. Okay. Similarly, here in the education space, their audience is not the kids. The kids will be using it, but their audience is the owner, the parents, not the owners. Sorry. So over here, if we look at this, how are they writing the ad copy is very important. Um, these guys are talking about 100 plus schools are using White Hat Junior School program to get an edge. So basically, start coding in your school in 7 days, as per new education policy. So the new education policy was released, I think, last week, and they are already set an ad which is in line with that. So coding has become an integral part of the whole, you can say, education policy, and this is where now schools are looking to become more, follow those standards and be compliant in those standards, and that's where White Hat Junior sort of fills that gap. Then free coding certification for children. If you see, this is basically Obama talking about coding as a basic skill. Only till current school shutdown. What's that? For your child. Free coding class. So during this whole lockdown period, they have started this particular ad, which is for, you can say, free coding class. Again, they are using, if you see, Obama as their brand face. I don't know how they're able to do that, but crazy. If you go to these guys' ka page, White Hat Junior, This is their latest website. I think it just went live yesterday. They have made this one section down, which is, let's say, they have taken off that section. So basically, earlier there was this section wherein they were showing all these guys' ka faces out there, Obama as well as Mark Zuckerberg, but they have changed that. So Mark Zuckerberg made history because he started coding at age 10, 1 hour free coding class. So just a very simple, plain, vanilla awareness कि Mark Zuckerberg ने किया. So this framework is he has done it, you can do it too. Okay. Similarly, using authority figures like Obama, the idea is when he says something, he has got a lot of trust and faith in the parents' mind. So if he says every child needs to learn coding, obviously, every child needs to learn coding. They're running a cool, super cool program, which is world's first space tech course, where they are trying to get India, so top kids to help India get to Mars. And this is the world's first space tech course for kids. So that is happening. So that's this kind of ads are happening. This is a different. This is a video ad which is really cool, wherein they have used a kid, and the kid is basically asking for a solution to his problem, and he's like, hey, "Help me," and they have named him Jojo Mojo. Now this has come from Powerpuff Girls. There is a villain, and his name is Mojo Jojo, and they have just inverted that. So not the copy team is not working hard maybe, and yeah, but yeah. So the whole idea with these ads are only one thing: how do I talk to people? How do I talk to you can say kids, or how do I talk to parents? Now मेरे पैरालिसिस ने मेरी कैपेबिलिटी कभी नहीं देखनी डिफाइन की तो बच्चों छोटी उम्र डज नॉट मीन छोटे ड्रीम्स दीपा मलिक नाउ दिस एड इज आई डोंट काइंड ऑफ एग्री टू इट बिकॉज बच्चे देख नहीं रहे हैं ये एड ओके सो बच्चों लिखा है बट हाउ इज योर किड लाइक ऑल दीज आर एस्पिरेशनल like a parent will see this and they will dream maybe Array, my kid he was talking about space, maybe he should do this. The second thing which these guys are also doing is they are hiring teachers, so they are running ads for people to earn up to 50,000 rupees immediately, and they are trying to show teach kids coding online from home. Now this is where थोड़ा अंडरस्टैंडिंग उनका अपने को समझना पड़ेगा. They are trying to run these ads in multiple places in India. So they do not have a demographic. Maybe they might be seeing there are, so these women are mainly, I think, these are ads for South India. Okay. And these are ads because South India, if you think of it, they are more into technology, okay, and education than North India. So this is what they are trying to target. The idea is to set that demographic. Similarly, they are also trying to target a younger, more metropolitan demographic. So if you see, they do not have a standard model. They are using all different kinds of models. Okay. And the whole idea is work from home, paying teaching job. Now, one thing which I would just say, uh, when you use the word paying or teaching, okay, ing, this is known as a gerund, and this particular thing is a very big problem in your copy, okay, because when you use a gerund, you kind of go against the whole, you can say, flow when it comes to reading, right? So what happens is work from home, that just reads right, highest paying teaching job. Now, highest paying job, okay, highest teaching job does not make sense. Highest paying teaching job, which they have put in, they have just put in over here. They have not thought about it. This needs some amount of, you can say, copywriting work is required, because highest paying job as a teacher would read more clearly than highest paying teaching job. It's a wrong English. Second part is teach kids coding online from home. Now, when you read this, it's like a tongue twister. Teach kids coding. Okay, teach kids coding online from home, because you need to understand each and every word. It's not flowing into each other. The effortlessness of reading, or the effortlessness of reading is going to directly impact to the effortlessness of understanding. What I'm trying to say is, if you can read simply, you will understand faster. That's the whole idea. Again, you can see a whole lot of different demographic of women. Now they are also trying to search mainly for women as teachers, if you see, because they are saying returning women to work. So there are two agendas they are trying to go with: hiring women and hiring, you can say, women who have to restart work. This particular ad, if you see, earn up to rupees 1 lakh, earn up to rupees 50,000. I don't understand this, because this is kind of a wrong information. So if this ad is for a particular demographic, or this is for a particular place, if you see over here, they have written here, BTech graduates, IT professionals, freshers can apply. And over here, they have not written anything. They have just said ki come directly over there. Forgive me. So Karishma is saying, forgive me for being critical and ahead, but the sort of white hat ads are similar to those content. Uh, not really, but basically they are trying to recruit people. See, we need to understand the whole COVID situation has also brought in a lot of understanding of the, or a shift in the way Indians are working. Okay, earlier work from home का मतलब होता था कि मैं घर पे हूँ, घर का काम करूंगा, एंड अगर कुछ काम है तो you can contact me as a company, and I will try and do it. But now this whole pandemic situation has made it such that people have to work from home and have to be productive also. Earlier the productivity part was a question. Now work from home is like a normal thing. So this is where they are trying to take this opportunity to recruit more and more people. And you need to understand the amount of students these guys are teaching right now is crazy. They are not just targeting India, they are targeting US also. And if you think, so if you check this, they are also running these ads in US. So NRIs who are in US are also being shown these ads. Even foreigners are being shown these ads. And the market which they are getting over there of kids who are wanting to learn coding from these guys is crazy. And that's why you need someone to teach. And that's why, so they must be needing, maybe, I don't know if 5,000 teachers is also a small number, I feel personally. Because what their promise is, they are going to do a one-on-one class. A one-on-one class is when a teacher is only for that student. So imagine one teacher spending 8 hours. So 8 में से 6 घंटे वो सिखा रहा होगा. And in those 6 hours, you can teach only 6 students. So, and you have 2 classes with the student. So it's crazy. The numbers are crazy actually like that. So yeah, so these are the kind of ads which are being, done for, you can say, startups right now. The last part is, our ads need to ignite curiosity, as I mentioned, and this is again going back to the IKEA example. It needs to, when you show an image, that image should make the person think what's happening. Okay. Lastly, I want to give you these few words which, if you use in your copy, are going to help you write these things. Karishma, 1 second. Karishma has something to add. Kennedy, hi Kennedy.
Hello,
Hello.
hello.
Yes, Kennedy, hi.
Okay, I actually joined late, so I just like you to give a recap of the tips you gave. So
Uh,
I actually joined the webinar very late.
no problem.
It's like, huh?
So there won't be it's not possible for me to do a recap right now. But what I will do is we are actually planning on releasing these videos online. So I'll make sure that I send you the link to this video.
All right, all right, thank you.
Thanks a lot. So these are few of the words which make a whole lot of sense to use, and these will, if you use these in your ads, you will get a lot more response. Now, the words are new now, so all your call to actions, let's say, if you have a call to action like buy now, shop now, there is a reason why that makes so much sense. Uh, the word at last shows that maybe a person was waiting for that particular offer to come in, and now it's open. So at last the doors are open, at last your wish has been granted, and at last you can access this for a limited time. Then the whole other questions are how to, why, which, who else. And these questions you need to use in a tactical way. Okay, so I will come to that. Let's see one second. When we think of what kind of copy to write, okay, how do we think of these copies? So there's this whole 5 levels of awareness which are there, and this has been a crazy understanding in terms of how people think. Okay, and this is from a point of people being completely unaware about your product and to being most aware. And if you see these 5 steps, it goes from unaware, where a person does not know, so you need to educate and demonstrate and entertain them. So this is top of the funnel. So this is where you will see videos being helpful. If you are an educational product, you might be giving a small snippet. If you can demonstrate, now demonstration is giving a small teaser or something. Okay, so that's the kind of copy that we need to think of. Now when we are trying to educate someone, the idea of being specific with numbers is very crucial. Okay, if I can tell people ki 20% of the 20% of ads that a company runs is 80% of the revenue, people are going to listen to me. But if I say ads bring you more business, it's random. Now this is where education and demonstration comes in. Okay, second part is entertainment. Entertainment is the most easiest form to hook people onto, and this can be trending. So you can kind of use moment marketing out here and kind of see if your product or service can be latched on to the whole you can say trend that is on. So right now the ads which we saw of IKEA, which were around you can say work from home, like you want to create your own workspace now, or they had that other campaign of make every day better. Now why this better every day ka idea has come in? Because people have experienced a 4-month lockdown. So the monotony of life has become so crazy that you need to find how can you make every day better. And if IKEA can help you to make every day better, then you will become a fan of IKEA. That's the whole idea. The problem aware state is all about wherein you stress the pain and you introduce benefits of your product. So this is where if we go with the whole IKEA situation itself, and we think of in the unaware state, they are talking about, hey, make every day better by building your own workspace. In the problem aware stage, I am going to talk about the problems of working from home. So I will talk about you know increase Zoom calls, but at the same time increase confusion due to a lot of distraction around you. Okay, so this is where I am talking about two pain points. One is Zoom calls, which are happening now, which is where we are also connecting, and the second part is about introducing the whole the other part, which is distraction. In a work from home environment, distraction is the main, you can say, issue which people are facing. Like I had this one of my friends, basically in their company, they had a Zoom call, and automatically the camera went on or something, and this guy was, there was this one intern who had come in, and this intern was actually sitting, um, you can say, he was sitting without his shirt, and he was thinking "Ki it will just be an audio Zoom call or something," and suddenly it's like he's on camera. So he had like a moment at that time. So these are the kind of issues which are happening, right? So Zoom call is a issue, and I would talk about that, and I would then start talking about, imagine, so benefit of my product is basically get your own workspace or create your own workspace at home. Okay, get your own private workspace at home. So this is again just the teaser to this whole thing. Solution aware is where I will prove that my product is the solution. So what I will do is I will showcase actual, if this whole IKEA situation is on, I would take an image of a actual Indian home. Okay, maybe 5 6 images of Indian homes which I can get from Shutterstock or something, and put in the table there. Okay, right now we are working for a particular company. I'll show you that particular that page so you will understand. So we are currently working on this account wherein we are doing these very things which I am talking about. So this is work from home. This is atmosphere, and here I am showing the problem on the left side. A person is sitting down and working. And I am saying let's change for the better. Okay. Similarly, there is the new normal is here to stay. So only thing, like you can have these kind of solutions which are a desk attached to your wall, instead of, so it takes less space, and this desk is foldable. So again, towards the evening or night, you can actually fold it up, and you know how it will change. Then we launched a website, so check our new home online. Uh, Giving some benefits to the customer. So four ways to make your virtual meetings effortless: steady support, good lighting, have your notes organized, make preparations, and then in show your product. So all these things are benefits to the customer. And last, I am just putting in the product, and the way we have positioned it is this: your perfect Zoom buddy. So basically, if anyone who is working from home, and then this is the desk for them. Similarly, there is back pain issues. So give your back the support it deserves. And there's this chair which we have placed. There is a video which we created, which is work has changed. Have you? Work has changed. Have you? That's it. So just minimal copy and create a visual around that. This was a idea. Are you able to get shit done? Okay. Now, with this image, the idea was to connect with millennials, which we did, but the issue which happened when we tried to converting this into an ad, Facebook rejects this ad because it has the word shit in it. Okay, so these kind of things we need to kind of be aware about, like what's happening. Then right now unlock is on, so we are showcasing unlock 3. Again, showcasing it in a very different way, so that this is the image which helps them to create and connect with the brand, right? Let's come back to this. Yeah. Okay, so solution, that's how you can show your product is the solution. Your solution aware is basically reinforce and expand on the benefits. Again, the same thing which I showed you with the desk. Then I start showing more stuff about the desk. So in our next post, which we are trying to create for these guys, we are showing the same desk is a standing desk solution. Okay. Now, with that in place, what happens is we are also side by side releasing a blog, which is sitting is the new smoking. Okay, and this was a you can say article which had come in by Harvard Business Review or somewhere. Sitting is the new smoking. Okay, so these kind of articles we researched on, and this is what is happening in our, you can say, co you can say work from home era, and that's what we are trying to do. So reinforce and expand on the benefit. And lastly, what we are going to do is we are going to introduce a special offer on that particular product. So basically, that's how you create that hype. So these are 5 levels of awareness, and you need to write across the funnel. Okay, and this is going to help you create this, right? So we saw all the stages of the funnel. We saw all the stages in which we can use these things. Uh, but we are yet to see the number one mistake of you know advertising. The number one mistake which people are doing right now in advertising is they are not understanding this. What people do is people directly introduce a discount, people directly introduce something or the other which is like buy now, shop now. The reason why I'm not put a card to this, I didn't want to reveal it at that point, but the whole idea is people are asking, or brands are asking people to buy, or their customers to buy way before they even know the brand. And that's your number one mistake. How do you build that relation? You need to follow this. Okay, so there are two important slides. One is the 5 levels of awareness, and the second one is in the start, which I had shown, how to create ad cocaine. These two slides make up for everything in which you guys can understand how do you write for these things, or how do you even plan these things. Okay, I am creating a follow-up to this webinar wherein I will be actually creating live ads with you guys. So that is going to come soon. I will keep you posted on that. But for now, I think we are good. If you guys have any questions, any doubts, then this is the time where you guys can ask us, where you guys can let me know how to like. If there are any doubts, then I could maybe help you guys out over there. Today, the energy I feel is very low, or am I just feeling? Is the energy low? Yes or no? Public, what's up? Never. Yeah, that is a mistake. Ad groups are a mistake if you don't use it uh, effectively. But that's not a mistake in terms of writing or planning for it. What we are talking about, or what the mistakes I am talking about, is when do you introduce that offer? Okay. Uh, so my whole intention about this webinar was to show you guys how and where you can actually start writing for ads, and what are the words to use, and how do you plan, how do you go through the various funnels. So Amol actually asked for, other than Shutterstock, other websites for free images. Kennedy has been really wonderful. He has shared the three, you can say, sites: Pixabay, Unsplash, and Pixels. Yeah, these are good sites, guys. So I think we are done for the day. We will be announcing the dates for the next webinar, I think, by tomorrow. So we will reach out to you guys, and we are trying to set up this whole you can say videos wherein you guys can visit our website and actually see all these videos on our website. So we are setting that up. So I think it should be done within this week. So wherein you will be able to, if you have registered, you will be able to go through all the live classes, or you can say archives of these webinars on our site. So that is happening, I think, by this week. Vikrant is asking, while designing an ad, for consideration stage of the funnel do you target for audience who has engaged with you? Okay, so Vikrant, yes, the simple answer to that is yes. I'll just show one thing. Okay, this is the other mistake which people might be doing is people think of always targeting newer people. Instead of that, what you need to do, Vikrant, is over a period of time, you need to build this funnel wherein you have a continuous flow of this, you can say, inflow of people coming in. So newer people engaging with you and going through this funnel from top to bottom. So the top to bottom journey is not a simple journey. It's not going to happen like, in one hour or 1 2 days or something. For some people, it might take months. For some people, it might take days. For some people, it might take weeks. But always and always, you need to reach out to the new audience at the top funnel. Okay. And once they go through the top funnel and they have engaged with you, then you show them consideration ads. Once they have gone through this, you show them conversion ads. So this is where, and conversion is also including one thing, which is retargeting. So there is something which you see over here, repeat sales. Now what happens if you're selling something to someone, they have to go to your website and buy it, let's say. Now, if that's the case, then you should also have one more ad funnel on under the conversion stage itself, which is a retargeting funnel. So if someone has visited your site, if someone has been a customer earlier, then you can give them more offers. You can give them special discounts, and that's how you can, do this. So that was the long answer to your question, which was while designing an ad for consideration, do you target who has engaged with you? Yes, you should. So, guys, I think I am done out here. I want to kind of end this early because it's a Sunday and you guys have been so kind to attend this. Okay. So, if there are any other questions or if there are any other, you can say, feedback, then I'm just dropping in my email ID. Okay. As well as I'm dropping in my Instagram ID. And you guys can feel free to reach out to me and we'll get in touch. I hope you guys enjoyed the session. Thanks a lot for attending. Cheers, guys.